Have you ever had the experience of reaching the end of the month, looking at your bank account and not understanding when the money disappeared? One month you earned more than you expected, but the next you were barely able to cover the basics. And the worst part, you never know how much you'll have next month. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world live on variable incomes: delivery drivers, Uber drivers, tipped waiters, freelancers, commissioned salespeople. And while it may seem exciting at times, the truth is, it creates anxiety, stress, and often debt. Today I'm going to tell you a story. Anna's, an example that could be yours, mine, or anyone's. Anna is a freelance graphic designer. One month she earns €1,500, the next 700, and then suddenly 2,000. Her financial life feels like a roller coaster. And the problem is that she never knows how much she can spend or how much she should save. How can someone like Anna organize herself to have financial stability if her income changes every month? That's the question we're going to answer together in this video. Part 1, the problem of variable income. Think about your own situation. When money goes up and down, your brain doesn't know how to plan. It's like driving a car without a dashboard. You don't know how much gas you have left. Anna told me that in the good months, she felt rich. She ordered takeout, went out more, even bought things she didn't need. But in the bad months, she suffered, had to borrow money, and felt guilty about how much she'd spent before. Does this sound familiar? The first thing I want you to understand is that this problem isn't your fault. No one teaches us how to manage irregular income. The good news is that there's a proven method that can give you stability, peace of mind, and even financial freedom. Part 2, the secret of the average and the worst month. The first thing Anna did was look back. She took her last 12 months of income and calculated two things: her monthly average and the lowest month she'd ever had. Imagine you earn January 1,200, February 800, March 1,500, etc. The average might be 1,200, but your worst month was 700. Here's the trick. Never plan with the average. Plan with the worst month. Why? Because if you plan as if you'll always earn the minimum, everything else will be a bonus that gives you peace of mind. Anna started organizing her finances as if she always earned 700, and what happened? Suddenly she stopped suffering in the bad months. And in the good months, she could breathe and save. Part 3, the system of cubes. Now I want to tell you the part that changed Anna's life the most. She started dividing her money into buckets. Imagine your money as water that comes into your house. If you don't have buckets, it overflows and goes everywhere. But if you put buckets in, each one with a purpose, the water stays where it belongs. The first bucket, the essentials: rent, electricity, basic food. These can never be missing. The second bucket, the emergency fund. This is where some of the money from the good months goes to cover the bad ones. The third, investment in yourself. Courses, health, tools to improve your work. And the fourth cube, fun. Because yes, you have to have fun too. The funny thing is that Anna used to spend a lot more on leisure activities without realizing it. But by having a dedicated bucket, she enjoyed it without guilt, because she knew it was part of her plan. Part 4, psychological tricks to avoid falling into the trap. Let me confess something to you. Most people fail not because of a lack of money, but because of a lack of psychological control. That's why Anna invented a fictitious salary. She decided that no matter what happened, she was only going to pay herself €800 a month. Whether she earned 1,500 or 2,000, she would give herself 800. She kept the rest in her emergency fund. This trick protected her from the self-deception of, this month I earned more, I can spend more. And the most interesting thing, she started to feel richer with 800 well-organized savings than with 2,000 wasted savings. Part 5. Practical tools and examples. I know you're probably wondering, how do I do all this without going crazy? You can start with the simplest thing, a notebook, a pen, and 4 envelopes. Put the money from each bucket in each envelope. Old-fashioned? Maybe, but it works. If you prefer digital, there are apps like Mint, YNAB, or even Google Sheets, where you can create a table of your income and expenses. It's not the tool that matters, it's the discipline that matters. Let me give you a real-life example. Imagine you earned $200 this month. You pay yourself your fictitious salary of $800. Of that, $500 goes to essentials, $150 to savings, $100 to personal investment, and $50 to leisure. The remaining $400 goes into your emergency fund. If you only earn $600 next month, you can top up the $800 by dipping into that fund. That way, you'll never be on a roller coaster again. Part 6. Motivational closure. At the end of the day, having a variable income isn't a punishment, it's an opportunity. Because if you manage to organize yourself, you can have incredible months and, at the same time, stability in the worst of times. After a year of using this system, Anna not only stopped going into debt, but also started saving. And best of all, she regained the peace of mind of sleeping, knowing that no matter what happens, she had a plan. So today, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Grab a pen and paper, write down your worst month of income, decide on your fictitious salary, and start dicing. It's a small step, but it can change your financial life forever.